as last time, a little bit different, and obviously different answers. So let me know when you get to go to sleep or how many total you matched with me on. If you feel like watching the whole video, I'd love to see. But let's get started. So question number 1. I think too many people last time got the number between 1 and 500. So this time, I want you to think of a number between 1 and 1,000. Think of a number between 1 and 1,000, and we'll see if anybody can get the same number as me. Do you have one? 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of 888. 888. Is that what you were thinking of? If you happened to think of 888, then you may go to sleep now. Question number 2, I want you to think of a 5-letter word. Any 5-letter word. Which one? Which one? You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of the word piano. If you thought of the word piano, then you can now go to sleep. Question number 3. I would like you to think of an animal. Any animal. Any animal. Which animal are you thinking of? You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a kangaroo. If you thought kangaroo, then you can go to sleep now. Question number 4. I would now like you to think of a country of the world. Any country. I feel like this is the one that most people got in the last video. Like, for some reason, so many people thought of the country that I did. Can you do it again? Okay, think of a country in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Mongolia. If you thought of Mongolia, then you can go to sleep now. Question number 5. I now want you to think of an occupation. Any occupation or job that somebody can have. What are you thinking of? Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a paleontologist. Paleontologist. If you thought of paleontologist, then you can go to sleep now. Question number 6. Number 6. Now let's do a number between 1 and 200. 1 to 200. Getting a little bit more specific now. Let's see if you can get the same number as me. You have Question number 11. I want you to think of a mammal. Any mammal. An animal that is a mammal. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a dolphin. If you thought of dolphin, then you can go to sleep. Question number 12. I am thinking of a city in Europe. City in Europe, and it is not a capital city. City in Europe that is not the capital of its country. Which one are you thinking of? You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Salzburg, Austria. Salzburg. If you happened to think of that, then you can go to sleep. Question number 13. I would now like you to think of a shape. I don't know why. It sounds like I'm saying sheep, but I'm saying shape. A shape like a circle. Not Shaun the Sheep, as you guys have said, but any shape. They do sound pretty similar. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of an octagon. An octagon. If you thought of octagon, then you can go to sleep now. Question number 14. I am thinking of a fruit. Any fruit. Which fruit are you thinking? 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of cantaloupe. Cantaloupe, because it is my least favorite fruit. I don't know why I hate cantaloupe. Question number 15. I want you to think of a girl's name. A girl's name. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of the name Sophia. Sophia. Fun fact, I was almost named Sophia, and my mom went with Pamela. Question number 16. I now want you to think of a word that starts and ends with the same letter. Starts and ends with the same letter. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of the word razor. Razor. city in the UK. City in the United Kingdom. Think of a city. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Glasgow. If you thought Glasgow, Scotland, then you can go to sleep. Question number 20. I want you to think of a word that ends with X. A word that ends with X. Can you think of one? You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of the word flex. Flex. It's a big flex if you got that. Question number 21. I would like you to think of a boy's name. Not a girl's name, but a boy's name. In 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of the name Henry. If you thought Henry, then you can go to sleep. Question number 22. I'm thinking of a famous date in history. An important date in history. Like as in a year that something happened. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of 1517. The start of the Protestant Reformation. 1517. Question number 23. I would like you to think of a household item. Like a piece of furniture. A household item. One in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of a coat rack. If you thought of a coat rack, then you can go to sleep now. Number 24. I would now like you to think of a musical instrument. Any musical instrument. Musical instrument. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a French horn. A French horn. If you thought that, then you can go to sleep. Question number 25. I would like you to think of a dog breed. Breed of dog. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of a Great Dane. If you thought of Great Dane, you may go to sleep. Question number 26. I want you to think of a sport. Any sport. Which one are you thinking in 3, 2, 1? I am thinking of tennis. If you thought tennis, then you can go to sleep now. Question number 27. I am thinking of a world language. An official language of a country in the world. World language. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Arabic. Question number 29. I want you to think of a sea creature. Something that lives in the sea. Any sea creature. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of an octopus. Octopus, if you thought octopus, then you may go to sleep. Question number 30. I want you to think of a country in Africa. An African country. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Namibia. If you thought Namibia, then you can go to sleep. Question number 31. I want you to think of a gemstone. A gemstone. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of topaz. Topaz. Question number 32. I want you to think of a pasta shape. Any pasta shape. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of bow ties. One of my favorites, the bow ties. Question number 33. I want you to think of a color. Any color. What color comes to your mind in 3, 2, 1? I'm thinking of teal. Teal is the color. Question number 34. I want you to think of a flower. Not for baking. Not almond flour, but like a rose. Flower. Obviously don't say rose because I used that as an example. 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of hydrangeas. Hydrangeas. Question number 35. I would like you to think of a historical person. Historical person. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Galileo. If you thought Galileo, then you may go pesos, then you can go to sleep. Question number 42. I would like you to think of a number between 1 and 50. Number between 1 and 50. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of 49. 49. If you thought 49, then you can go to sleep. Question number 43. I would like you to think of a school subject. A subject in school. And they are a little more specific than math, science, history. A little more specific than that. Think of a school subject in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of chemistry. If you thought chemistry, you can go to sleep. Question number 44. I want you to think of a type of tree. Any type of tree. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of an olive tree. Just got back from Greece and there were lots of olive trees. So, question number 45. I want you to think of an island country. Country that is on islands. Island country. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of New Zealand. If you thought New Zealand, you can go to sleep. Question number 46. I want you to think of a type of bird. Any bird, any bird, any bird, any bird. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of a swan. If you thought swan, then you can go to sleep. Question number 47. I want you to think of a car brand. Car, make, model. Car company. In 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Mazda. Mazda. Question number 48. I want you to think of a city in Italy. A city in Italy. City in Italy. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Naples. If you thought Naples, then you can go to sleep. Question number 49. I want you to think of a word that starts and ends with the letter E. Starts and ends with the letter E. Can you think of a word? Can you think of one? You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of the word envelope. Envelope. Question number 50. I want you to think of a country in Asia. Any country in Asia. Azerbaijan. If you thought Azerbaijan, then you may go to sleep. Question number 62. I would like you to think of a trivia category. A trivia category. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of science. If you thought science, you can go to sleep. Question number 63. I want you to think of a pizza topping. Pizza topping. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of goat cheese. Goat cheese, one of my favorites. I'll also accept feta. If you said feta, you can have it too. Question number 64. I want you to think of an animal that can be a pet. Any pet. An animal that can be a pet. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a snail. A snail. Number 65. I would like you to think of a type of bread. Type of bread. You have 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of naan. N-A-A-N, naan. Question number 66. I want you to think of a number between 1 and 20. The rest of the questions will more or less have like 20 or less answers. So we're getting easier. Number between 1 and 20. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of the number 3. If you thought of 3, then you can go to sleep. Question number 67. I want you to think of a soda. A soda. Or pop. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Number 68. I want you to think of a type of cookie. Flavor or type of cookie. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of a snickerdoodle. If you thought snickerdoodle, then you can go to sleep. Question number 69. I want you to think of a social media app. Social media site. Can you think of one? Can you think of one? Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Reddit. If you thought Reddit, you can go to Question number 75. I want you to think of a kitchen utensil. Kitchen utensil. Something you use for cooking. Think of one in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of tongs. Tongs. Question number 76. I want you to think of a month. The rest of the questions have 12 or fewer possible answers, so getting easier if you haven't gotten one yet. A month of the year in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of June. If you thought June, you can go to sleep. Number 77. I'm thinking of a country in South America. A country in South America. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Colombia. If you thought Colombia, then you can go to sleep. Question number 78. I want you to think of a zodiac sign. A zodiac sign. 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking Leo. Leo. Number 79. I want you to think of a country with a 4-letter name. A 4 Number 85, I want you to think of a country ending with Stan. One of the Stan countries. You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of Pakistan. If you thought Pakistan, you can go to sleep. Number 86, I would like you to think of a 7 deadly sin. One of the 7 deadly sins. Which one? Which one are you thinking of? You have 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of lust. If you thought lust, then you may go to sleep. Question number 87. Think Number 95, I would like you to think of a secondary color. Secondary color. 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking green. Green. Number 96. I now want you to think of a type of rock. There are 3 types of rock. One of them. In 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking sedimentary. Sedimentary rock. Question number 97. I want you to think of a macronutrient. One of the macronutrients. I'm sorry if these are, I feel like these are kind of like real trivia questions. Like you have to think of the actual possible answers first. 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of proteins. Protein, as my high school biology teacher said, proteins rule. That was her motto. Question number 98. True or false? I want you to pick true or false. True or false in 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking true. If you thought of true, then you can go to sleep. Number 99. I want you to think of a country that starts with the letter O. O. There's only one, so it's really a matter of if you can name it. In 3, 2, 1. I am thinking of Oman. Oman is the only one. And question number 100, the last question for today. I would like you to think of a word that starts with S, L, ends with P, and has an E in the middle. It's a 5-letter word that starts with SL, ends with P, and has 2 E's in the middle. In 3, 2, 1. I'm thinking of the word sleep. That's the only option, and hopefully you got that. Hopefully you got sleep, and if you did, then you are allowed to go to sleep now. I'd love to know if it took somebody the whole time, because that seems just as impressive as getting it on the first question.